What's up, everyone? We're back in Game 3. It's time for us to let me check the schedule. Yes, finish up the 3 divisional games that we have in the first half of the season. Don't see them again until Game 12. But we're playing the Lions now, and the Lions are 0-2, so they are in the cellar of the division right now. And let's keep them there. Let's bury them. Let's put them away. So I'm interested to see where we're gonna play. We got a long stretch of away games followed by. This is a very uneven schedule. Whoever made this up was not affiliated with the NFL because the NFL does a very good job. 5 road games, 5 home games, 2 road games, and 2 road games. So it's kind of identical, but if we win, no big deal. So I have not checked the league leaders, but I said we'll do that at each quarter of the season, and I've not made any new plays yet. I haven't had time. So let's hope I secure that up before we go and face the Niners in Game 4. So let's get going with Game 1, though. I don't believe the upgraded statistics will register yet. Maybe they do. So we'll just monitor these. I'm going to keep everybody in the same place, though. He might actually be a good option. Pretty much the same statistics, 7 passing, 6 running as Billie Jean Blackwood. But Jorge has got better... No, Billy actually has better hands than he does, but I just like how Billie Jean handles the offense. You know, it's just a feeling. So let's get going. Let's see where the Lions make their home field.
Greetings, sports fans.
Is it Woodland Acres? Because I do remember in the past, the Lions. I've played the Lions many times in Woodland Acres, so I'm gonna go see this. It is Woodland Greens. I love this field. Love the ambiance, and it makes sense for the Lions to be in the jungle, out in the wilderness. So we're going to kick off right now. Got Angela hopefully doing some good kicking. We're finally playing in a sunny field where games that are in the sun, you get a lot further of kicks than you do playing in the rain or the snow. The style and the speed of the game just changes dramatically. I remember playing this a long time ago, playing in snow, especially in the original backyard football. I'd be like, well, okay, this is actually going to help me. My team's usually slower, or at the time it probably was pretty similar speed, but you play in the sun in the original or 2002, you better be ready for a lot of scoring. So we might get a lot of scoring here. We'll see. I don't think I played back when I was like 9 with fatigue on the players. Maybe I did. I can't remember. But that definitely factors in. So we'll start off with the bomb. See if we can get Ahmed in the game and get those headphones off, fool. Be hurting our team all season long with those headphones on, and Jorge, as you'd expect. Mikey Thomas, Booger, bowls over the Jorge Garcia. So we're going to try to drill mainstay, get Sydney on the outside. She gets the catch, and that's a first down if I've ever seen one. Blue-haired cornerback there. Today, yeah, is New Year's Day. I'm recording this on. So that was a stupid pass. That's one thing I don't like about 2002. You try to throw it away, you try to just, get the ball out of bounds. You can't accurately determine where the ball is going to end up. You can in the original. And once again, I'm just getting killed on the outside, but Jorge picks up the fumble, takes it to the house. There's a fumble on the field. Jorge's shining the glasses. I got to shine my glasses too because I just don't believe what just happened. Jorge Garcia getting the TD off of a fumble. I'll take it. Unconventional offense. And once again, Ronnie Dobbs, you suck. I'll call you a she just like I call Slippy Toad a she in Star Fox 64, and somehow that ball ended up out of bounds. So get used to knowing your multiples of 6 for this playthrough. 6, 12, 18, we don't get too many extra points unless I start going for the 2-point conversions, because I am just struggling with the PATs. I'm going to have to shake that up. So Annie's a pretty good tight end. I've actually used her before in the Backyard Football GameCube edition throughout the season as my tight end, and she's a pretty good possession receiver. Is not going to run the field too well for you, but you need to have a reliable, pretty big target across the middle for about an 8-yard gain. You got Annie in the bank, and she will help you out. So get her on the outside, and Sydney. Detroit Lions are a pretty slow team apparently, because Sydney Weber's not necessarily your barn burner. She's got decent speed. Alright, so I'm going to try a claw now. Keep the same side of the field, and looks Looks like it's all clogged up. I'm just going to throw that one away. And yeah, intentional grounding does not exist. Oh, that's a good one, Chuck. And I'm going to get Ahmed in the game, wide open on swinger, and you suck. What happened to your brother? His bro has got much better hands than Ahmed, hence that's why I'm going with Ahmed for my team. You're bad? You're on my team. But I like... okay, someone better catch that. Alright, good. Get Ahmed some love. Get his confidence up. Before we get too deep in the season, he becomes utterly useless. Back in baseball, the original, he would be dropping bombs. He'd be like my... Usually, I'm going to try PAT again, see if they don't heavily blitz. We actually got it up and through. So we thank our lucky stars for not getting heavy blitz there. But Ahmed would routinely be my 4-hitter. Pablo would be 3, Ahmed 4, Keisha 5. It was Murderer's Row. They'd just be launching bombs out to left center field. But I ain't getting the same vibe here in the backyard football. And City, you better get off your butt. Get on the tennis court, throw the racket away. Little John McEnroe on me. And the fumble Ruski again. The Lions have just got butterfingers. So yeah, this morning I finished, and Ahmed coming through with the diving interception across the middle. So I'm gonna call a little timeout, and I'm gonna get Ronnie in there for Ahmed. He needs a little break, and he's been playing pretty clutch here in the last couple of minutes. So let's see if I can't get him a pass down the sidelines right here. It looks like it's going to be Sydney again, and that'll complete the trifecta of our touchdown, passing, or scoring. Billie Jean's the only one predominantly on offense that's going to need to score a touchdown, unless I do pull a Nebraska Fumbaruski play and get Angelo Delvecchio a touchdown. And, yeah. So Angela's back at it, kicking it away. And we get a friendly bounce to roll into 1 yard back into the end zone. Jorge comes up fast and takes Annie down at the 18-yard line. Oh yeah, but I got interrupted by Ahmed's spectacular interception. This morning I completed my playthrough of the worst possible combination of players. It's pretty similar to this one, except I had Kimmy in place of Sydney and Marky in place of Ahmed, and everything else was the same for my team. And it was pretty tough. I went lost one regular season game. I'm going to get Sydney a punt return. That's why I'm not going to the punt return formation. I lost one regular season game, 18-11 to the Broncos, who are a pretty good offense. They play a spread offense. They got John Elway in there and Star Moonbeam. And I just had too many turnovers in that game, but I ended up winning the Cereal Bowl. In that season, I went 16-1 and lost one regular season game, won the conference in the division, and then I beat the Niners because they don't do typical conferences in that. I beat the Niners 17-14 in the Super Bowl for the title. So I did that this morning. I was pretty happy. I actually, both the teams in my division, I had the Colts and the Dolphins in my division. I was the Bears, and they were two of the. They had both the wild card slots filled for the other two teams to make it into the playoffs. There was another division winner, I believe it was the Vikings, but 3 of the 4 teams in my division made the playoffs, and the 4th team that didn't was actually in 5th place, so they were the next person up, but they just got bashed in conference play, so they ended up not being in the playoffs. I'm actually going to go for this one because I got a huge lead, and Jorge, you got a pizza head, okay? I can understand it can be a little laborious and heavy to run with that pizza head. Looks like Ahmed's got the most normal head on the team. Maybe no, Angela does. But yeah, I won that this morning, and what I do is I play the games for each season, so once that's done, I got basketball to keep working on, because football ends before basketball in real life, and then I got backyard hockey. I'm going to start up after I finish backyard football, because I still have backyard basketball going. See, backyard basketball has 4 more regular season games than 2002 does, and you have 3-game and 5-game series in the playoffs. So Ronnie, wide open down the right sideline. And the short target can't make do. That's probably right. You gotta wash your hands, and that actually ended up being a decent pass, and I didn't want it to really end up like that. But we'll put Ahmed back in for Ronnie, because I kind of foresee myself forgetting to do that in the third quarter. And get Ahmed the ball, see if he can't take it to the house. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, he takes the seam, and he's gone. 4-6, Ahmed Khan, 94 yards on the day, 2 receptions, 2 touchdowns. That's the ratio we're looking for. So hopefully, yeah, that, you always want to end up with a, come on, Angela, make me some pasta. Alright, yes, ferocious. We're more ferocious than the Lions. My mane is bigger than your mane. And we got to get some rushing yards again, and once again, I'm just faltering in the rushing department. So let's get going in positive yardage there. I don't want to see the negative number looming in my statistical analysis book, calendar, whatever. But I got addicted to like printing out those little newspaper articles of me when I won the conference and stuff like that, feeling like I was 8 years old, doing that all over the place. And we got out of the end zone, didn't gain any yards. Typically in normal football, you like to rush to get out of the end zone, give yourself some more room, but we pass out, do a little West Coast offense, short pass to set up the long pass, a la the claw. And Ahmed, again, stealing one from Jorge and stuttering at the 50-yard line. Must have been some quicksand there at midfield. Typically, I just have ended up the outside receiver of Claw, and Dabam usually gets more of the receptions. That's just how it's ended up. But Jorge there, proving me wrong with the touchdown there. So let's see if I can't knock this PAT home. And no, that looked good. But blue-haired cornerback putting the hurt on Jeremiah. Useless man who gets no playing time. I had the same statistics with a guy named Jeremiah in this playthrough, who is my holder in the original Backer Football playthrough that I did by myself. So he's been feeling lonely and not part of the team, but that's what you get when you don't put in the work.
The Lions will start it from 13 yards.
So Mikey, I'm playing through a backyard soccer playthrough right now too, and the original one. And Mikey is on my team. He's just so slow, and he has such a bad leg that the fact that he has full defense really does not have much to do with how successful I am. He does nothing. He's scored 0 goals so far in 13 games. And he has 1 assist. He's done okay defensively, but he just cannot boot the ball out of play and get it out of your half of the field. So that's why he's stuck on my team for the worst possible players. And that's not going to help me get any positive yardage, losing another one there. So if you can see it, you can't find Sydney there. I'm just going to throw this one out of play, even though Mikey Thomas is lumbering over to me. I think he would eventually pin me down. And that would hurt if I got pinned down by Mikey Thomas. So recommended by Wilris 1. I'm going with corner. It's ended up working out. You guys that got any more plays you want to recommend for me to make, spit them out. And BJB got 5 touchdown passes here. She's definitely leading the league in that department. And Angela finally putting the ball between the uprights. That's what I like to see out of our kicker. And look at that bench right there. This reminds me of the field in Backyard Football 2006. I'm trying to remember which field, what the name of the field is. But it's similar to this one, and you can actually see Sasquatch like looming around. If you do a replay or something, you can see Sasquatch looming around in the woods. It's a cool affect they have for it. And we got Sydney. Get her in at the buzzer at the end of the third quarter, and definitely, as I predicted somewhat, a higher scoring game here playing in the sun. It just shows you that the elements, and that's probably going to be a blah blah. Oh, that snuck that one through. Playing in the elements, rain or snow, really lowers the amount of scoring. It changes the dynamic of the game, even more so than it does in the original Backyard Football and this one. And I like, we'll play a few games in the snow. We got the ice patches that you can exploit some of the slower players out there. And Angela is going to take it to the big house if Ronnie can't run her down.
The 20, the
You frickin' suck at tackling. You gave up the first touchdown of the year. Angela with the rainbow. Rainbow bright me. Why not? So I'm just going to sack Mikey and make him pay for what he just did to me. And I got to blitz some more. I got a feeling that I'm just dropping back too much. I'm in the original backyard football zone where blitzing doesn't actually help out too much. Now it does. You want to blitz the heck out of people in backyard football 2002. And we'll spread the wealth. We'll get it to Ahmed. As he's stumbling, he's rocking, doing the rocker step, breaking a tackle, getting down to about the 37, 38 yard line. So I'm going to call a timeout, and we're going to put Ronnie in there. And do I dare put Jeremiah in for Jorge because the game is in the bag and there's no need really. But Ronnie, you got another chance. You succeed, and you get yourself in the stat book after missing your opportunity for a tackle on the defensive end. Getting a 40-yard reception for the TD. And another one through for Angela Lavecchio. So if you guys haven't picked up Backyard Football 2002, playing along with me, it's probably cheap. It's on eBay, I'm sure. Maybe if you got a Game Boy Advance, you can get the Backyard Football. 2 Backyard Football games for Game Boy Advance. They're not bad. And is she going to take it to the house again? Thankfully, Sydney Weber is on her game, keeping Annie out of the population 1.
The Lions will start it from.
And as the game nears the end, that's a popular play that the computer uses a lot. It's What Am I? I've actually used that one play quite often. I got beat on it a lot back in the day. When I did play the Metro Civic Playgrounds as my home field, I got beat on it a lot, and I actually adopted that play as my main play, and I really had a good couple of seasons with my team based on that play. So that's not a bad play. I might add that onto my playbook, and we'll try to get Jeremiah a catch. This is just did not happen. And normally that would be a touchdown, but Melvin, I'm sorry, that's not working out for you. So we're on the 1 yard line, and the one time we get a rushing touchdown, it's on the 1 yard line. So I would normally get above the negative mark for, and I could get to 60 points here, but I'm just going to go for the 1. What kind of post is that anyways? And Jeremiah, another opportunity, getting in the stat book defensively, special teams tackles, failing. So Sydney is actually not a bad special teams player. If you don't have room for another big guy in your team, because they might get taken up if you're doing a full draft. She's not a bad sleeper pick, but obviously she does still, it's being like the tallest of the midgets. I mean, she's the best of the worst, basically, in this game.
Another game has come to a close. The Bears stomped them 58-6.
This was just an unbelievable performance, Sonny. Wow!
For Chuck Downfield, I'm Sunny Day. Until next time, keep your cleats laced. Good night, folks.
Alright, thanks for the sentiment. But look at these first downs. If it weren't for that one big play that Annie Frazier made in the third quarter, we would have ourselves a shutout, not only in points, but in first downs, 0 third down conversions. And our passing yards greatly outweigh our rushing. Obviously, once again, we need to change that a little bit. That's not Chicago Bears style. Gail Sayers, Waller Payne, that's not Chicago Bears style. But anyways, got the win convincingly 58-6, and we're 3-0. Looks like we're going to run away, at least in division play, with our division. Check out around the league. Hopefully some of our guys have lost. Playing the Niners next, so I'm going to check them out. They won 12-7. It looks like they're a rushing team, so we're going to watch out for them rushing-wise. I don't know who they have, and I have to look up who they have on their team. And let's see if I can go back to the around the league. And it looks like the Packers are really separating themselves from the pack, no pun intended, nailing the Minnesota Vikings, score 41-13. And total yardage, it could have been a lot worse, especially with number of first downs and the fact that there were 0 third down conversions. There must have been not even that many turnovers, but must have been a lot of special teams player, all-purpose yards, something like that. So anyways, that's a convincing win. We are 3-0 to start the season. Plus 400 yards in a passing game for Billie Jean Blackwood. 482 actual statistics, 7 touchdowns, which is absurd. Very video game-like. And those are the 2 awards that she's gotten this date, 1-1, 12. So check out the league leaders, not this game, but the next game. Playing the Niners next to get another road game after our couple drubbings here in our division. The Packers are 2-1, and we're not going to play the Packers in game 13, so we're just going to have to hope for some beatdowns from other teams. The Niners are 2-1, so they're not a pushover whatsoever. And it looks like the Falcons and the Redskins, are they on my schedule? Falcons are, the Redskins are not. So we're going to be battling for the regular season conference lead throughout the season. So thanks for watching Game 3. I will see you guys in Game 4. We'll be taking on the Niners at I don't know where yet. But I'll look forward to it, and hopefully I'll get to my playbook. So see you guys then.